All right, what's going on, everybody? It's been a minute. Been a minute since I recorded anything or streamed anything. I felt like doing something different today. So I found this craps game on Steam, and I'm pretty sure I've played the mobile version of this before. It's not real money. It's all fake play money. But it's pretty good for getting an idea of how the game works, the mechanics behind it. Some of the math, I think it's a little wonky on here, but gets you close enough anyway. Real craps aficionados will be able to tell me how wrong it is, or how right it is for that matter, as far as payouts and all that goes. But I'm more of a casual player, you know. I like to roll the dice when I'm in Vegas or whatever, you know. And for a long time I did it, you know, just blindly, betting on whatever everyone else was betting on, copying other players or just betting the pass line. But figured a site like this, a game like this, good for testing out different strategies and stuff. So this is a brand new, fresh account. It's not the one I use on mobile, starting with only 15,000 in chips. So this will be like a legitimate challenge, you know. I won't bring over the 350 million or whatever it is I have on there. So I'm not putting any money into this. This is all free. This is what they start you with. I haven't bought any of the starter packs or, you know, packs of chips or anything like that. So this is a fresh run here. Let's see. What do these players look like here? This looks like a decent table. Let's check this one. And I'm starting at the lowest buy-in, the lowest possible minimum bet, because I have to. So we'll go ahead and we'll ready up. We'll let this this hand play out before we jump in here. All right, he hit the hard 6. Good for him. Good for Bodog. All right. Now, normally I wouldn't jump in mid game here, but I'll show you the strategy I'm basically going to be using. We're going to bet one on the field, one on the 5, one on the 6, one on the 8. Okay, so the field doesn't cover the 5, 6, or 8. That's why we're doing these place bets here. So I basically just bet every single number because the field covers most of the numbers, like I said, except for the 5, 6, or 8. We don't want to see big red. Anything but big red here is going to pay us out a little bit. Some of them might be a push. If I hit a 5, 6, or 8, it's basically a push. Now, of course, that's the worst possible outcome. All right, we've just paid our dues, paid our debt to the gambling gods. That's why I don't like to jump in mid-roll. Generally frowned upon in the casino, too. You don't want to mess up someone's mojo. So here's what we're going to do. While the bet is off, you know, while the puck is off, we're going to bet the pass line, craps 11, and the 11. We're really hoping for a yo 11 here. As 11 hits, it's going to pay out on the craps 11, plus 15 to 1 on the 11 bet over here. Now these are prop bets, which means you can only bet these for one throw. Any of these yellow-colored spots here are prop bets. Okay, that's a 4. So he's on the 4. We're going to lose our prop bets, but that's fine. What do we start with? 10K in chips, so we're down a little bit already. Down a little bit. All right, so because we played the pass, we're covered on the 4. What we will do is we'll grab some odds, because that's a bigger payout if it hits. And we'll cover the field, 5, 6, and 8. Now we're hoping to hit the field, and we're going to take our winnings and place either the 9 or the 10 until we have all the place bets covered. That's the theory, anyway. Okay, hard 10. Would have been nice if we bet the hard ways. Someone did. Bodog bet the hard ways. Good for you, dude. Okay, but that 10 does pay us out in the field. So we're going to win a little bit right there. We're going to turn around and take those chips, and we're going to place the 9. Okay. There we go. And we're hoping to hit the field again. 9 would be the best of the field numbers to hit right now. The 9 or the 4. 4 is actually the best. There it is. Just like that. We hit our number. We're going to get paid out on the point. We're going to pay out our odds, and we're going to get paid out on the field right here. Not bad, not bad. I think that puts us up a little bit, right? We started with 10K. All right, so now the puck is off. So we're going to take that field bet. We're going to move it to the pass line. We're going to bet the craps and 11 again. And if that 11 hits, we'll be sitting pretty. We'll be gambling with the casino's money at that point. Okay. 10 it is. And we're back down to 9K, so we're underwater again. Alright, so let's place the odds. We'll do our field bet. And we're ready up. Guess I should turn on the dealer notes down here. There we go. There's the 9. Love to see it. So we're going to get paid out on the place bet, plus for hitting in the field. Very nice, very nice. And then we're going to go ahead and buy the 4. On the 4 and the 10, I like to buy it. There's a slight difference, and I won't get into that right now, but it's just a preference, really. And I could pull my field down, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let it ride. And if I lose it right here, whatever, it's not a big deal. But we're really hoping to see a 10. Come on, shooter. Hit that 10. There's the 11. We needed that earlier. It's all right. It'll still pay out on the field. So as long as we're hitting bets consistently, you know, without big red coming up, this is a viable strategy, but it is a little bit grindy. It's not the fastest or more exciting strategy, but it is pretty consistent. So everything looks good. I could pull the field, but just keep letting it ride. You could pull all your bets down, too, if you feel like the shooter's thrown enough and you feel big red coming. Start getting a little superstitious. There's the 4. So we're going to hit on that plus the field. And that should put us in the green. Although I can't remember if I started with 10 or 15. If I started with 10, I'm gambling with the casino's money now. If I started with 15, I'm still down a little bit. Actually, it's probably what it is, because I got 6 grand on the board. And I think this says, yeah, total balance 11,000. So yeah, I guess we did start with 15. That's what happened there. All right, so we're down. We're down a little bit. Easy 8. Let's go. So we are going to get paid on the 8, but because that's not a field number, we are going to lose our field bet. And at this point, I don't think I will place the field back because we only need to earn another, like, 2,500 to get back up to even. So that's like 3-4 hits. Possibly less if we hit the 10. Okay. With the 9, that's good. We're almost back up to even. I could pull my chips down and get back to even right away, but let's gamble a little. What do you say? There's a 5. We'll take it. Now you could take this strategy and start pressing when you win. You know, we could have doubled that 5. We could have doubled the 9. We could have doubled any of the ones that we hit. Or you just take them and double the 6 and 8 because they're the most likely to come up. Lower payout. You can see right here, you know, 5 to 6, 2 to 3, 1 to 2. Or sorry, 6 to 5, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. It's not exactly that, though. On this app, there's a little button. You can press this, and it'll tell you what the payouts are. 7 to 6, 7 to 5. So this is a handy app for kind of learning the odds. And there's Big Red. Okay, so we almost got back up to even. We're down by less than a full bet. So that's pretty good. And we got, you know, a little bit of entertainment out of it. That's the goal with this strategy, is to be able to stand at the table, you know, waitress will come around, you order some drinks, you have some fun with your friends, you get to throw a few times, you know. This is not a high-stakes strategy where you're going to win or lose a ton. Oh, and I'm the shooter. All right. We'll continue with the craps in 11. And I'm just going to spam the throw button and see what happens. Start spamming it now. Come on, 11. All right, we'll take a 9. All right, we'll do odds, 5, 6, 8, and the field. And I'm not going to spam it this time. I'll do an actual throw where you click the dice and click and drag. That's what I like about this game, is it gives you a little bit of that feeling of throwing the dice. You know, a lot of people say dice control is a myth. Your mileage may vary. All right, there's a 6. So we're going to lose our field, but we're going to get paid for the 6. So we can just put that field bet right back up. All right, we hit the 5. Again, that's going to pay out for the 5, but we're going to lose our field. That's what can make this strategy a bit of a grind. You know, you're not making a ton off of these bets where you have to replace the field. You could double the 5, 6, and 8 to make it go a little faster, but again, you're wagering more, so it's a bigger risk to do it that way. It's all about what is your level of acceptable risk. Hey, a 4. Let's go. All right, so that'll pay on the field, and then we can place probably the 9. Oh, no, we have the 9 already. We have the 9 with odds, so we're just going to place the 4 then. Place the 4. Ready up. Hard 6. All right. Too bad we're not up on the hard ways, but that's all right. Lose our field. Get paid out on the 6. And we don't even really need to be playing the field at this point. We can take that winning and just place the 10. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll drop the field for now and see how it goes. Another hard 6. All right, that's good. What we really want is the 9. I'm trying to hit a 9 right here. That is the ultimate goal. Okay. Come on, 9. Another hard 6. Wow. I should be betting the hard ways, I guess. That's a trap. You don't want to fall into that. You see something come up a few times, you start betting it, and all of a sudden when you bet it, it won't come. It sounds superstitious, and generally I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. Come on, 9. There it is. Let's go. All right, had a slight recording malfunction there, so I just went ahead and cashed out. I was at like 16, 17 something at the end of that round. I'll have to go back and look in the edit. I don't remember the exact amount, but I went ahead and claimed a couple of bonuses from the rewards right here. So here's 30K. There's some lottery tickets. Yeah. Alright. So I only won a couple grand, but just based off of doing those challenges, that put me up to 84K in chips. So doing pretty good now. Alright, so let's get back into a table, and we can actually bump the bet up to 1.5K because we've hit the minimum threshold for the higher tables. This first table seems alright. Let's jump on in. Oh. I hate that when I go to a new table and they immediately hit big red. It's not a good omen. Hopefully that doesn't scare everyone off. It does happen sometimes. Oh, they're hanging tight. This guy's got about the same amount of chips as me. I wonder if he's on a new account as well. We'll do pass line, craps, and 11, just like usual. Just keep doing the same strategy, see how it goes. And we're out on the 6. Okay. Let's pick up odds. Then we just have to get the 5, 8, and the field. And we're looking for literally any number except big red. Okay, 5, we'll take it. We're going to lose the field, but we'll be able to replace it with the winnings. There we go. Okay, hit a 9, that's good. It's going to pay out on the field, and then we can place the 9. That means we are 1 roll away from not needing the field anymore. A minimum of 1 roll away. And we hit the 12, that's great. That's going to pay us triple on the field. That's the best possible roll other than hitting the 6. So we have the 6 with odds. Alright. That'll allow us to place the 10 and the 4. So we'll buy the 10, we'll buy the 4. And we don't really need the field up here anymore. What we can do, though, if we want to have a little fun and augment it, is play the com. We'll go for like a little 3-point molly on top of our bet across. Great. All right, we hit the point. Excellent. So that's going to pay out the pass line plus odds, and then the cum is going to move to the 6. Now that's like having a pass line bet, but only here for the 6. And it's going to be on, even though the puck is off. So we'll go ahead and pick up the pass line again. And we'll bet craps 11 and 11. And if he hits a yo right here, we'll really be sitting pretty. And it's a 2. So that'll pay us out on the craps. We're going to lose our 11 bet. Not terrible. Oh, and our pass line, obviously. But that should cover. Yeah, 4.5. That's going to cover both those bets and then some. pass line, and 11. Come on, yo, 11. Let's see it. Guy's blowing raspberries out here. Come on, 11. All right, we'll take the easy 4. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so since we're covered on the 4 already with the pass line, we'll take our buy bet and move that to odds. And then we're going to want to play odds on this contract bet here. So we'll do that. And then we'll pick up the come as well because we got 1 molly here, 2 molly here. We're looking for that 3-point molly. There it is. We got our 3-point molly. Now we just have to hope they hit before, well, you know what. Get paid out on that 5 bet. And we're just going to take that 5 bet. And we're going to go ahead and move that to odds on the 5. So basically bolstering our contract bet. So that's a 3-point molly right there. So we're looking for a 4, a 5, or a 6. And then 8, 9, and 10 will pay out as well, but these are the bigger payouts for us now. Hey, there's the 5. Let's go. All right. And I think that puts us right about at even from when we bought into this second table here. Now we do have to replace the 5. And if we want to keep going with the 3-point molly, we also need to replace the come. Easy 4, nice. All right, so we hit the point, and we're going to get the contract bet to move to the 4. So that's great. Yeah, we're doing well on this hand. And at 89, that puts us over what we bought in for. So we are now gambling with the casino's money, which is the whole goal of this entire strategy, is to get to the point where all the money you have on the board was earned from previous bets. That way, we're literally gambling with the casino's money. Okay, so we're going to be out on the 6. And we're not going to get paid on our odds because they were off. I could have turned it on, but I didn't, so we're going to just get paid out on the contract, and we'll get that odds bet back. So we'll go ahead and pick up odds on the pass line, which is the 6, because that's where the point's at. We'll put odds on our contract bet, and we'll play the come to try and pick back up that 3-point molly. Okay. Back-to-back points. You love to see it. We're on easy street now. Nice job, shooter. Guest. Come on, you couldn't come up with a name? Create an account? A lot of guests on this app. That's all right. As long as he keeps hitting his points, I don't really care what he's called. All right. We're going to go pass line. Craps 11 and 11. And, you know, we might as well turn this on, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn that. Just in case a 4 comes up. Come on, yo 11. Alright, we'll take a 3. That's a craps. So we'll lose our pass line. We'll lose our 11. But we're going to be covered by the craps 11 bet. Alright, same thing. Play the pass line and the 11. We've already got the craps 11 because it hit last throw. Okay, so we did hit on the 6, but we did not have odds on it, so it'll just be a straight payout, which is fine. But we're down to a 2-point molly again. We want to get back up to a 3-point, so we'll go ahead and replace the come bet. And we'll place odds on the 6, because that's where the point's at. And we'll just keep going. Keep grinding it out. I imagine this strategy would be good for craps on a cruise ship, because a lot of the times you're trying to accrue enough points to earn another cruise by gambling on the cruise. So with this, you get a lot of game time. That's the worst possible throw. We just lost everything but the comeback. But luckily, that still puts us over. So we're still in the green. Because again, we were gambling with the casino's money. All the bets that were out here, that were bet across, that was all earned and covered from previous wins. Yep, looks like we're the shooter now. So we'll go ahead and bet the pass line. And we'll get our craps in 11. We'll see if we can't continue this streak. Hey, there's our 11. Let's go. Yo, Lim. Yeah, that natural's going to pay very nice. Going to get paid out on the pass line. Going to get paid out on the craps in 11. And then we're going to get paid out on the 11. 15-1. So that's 36K we just won right there. All right, pass line. You want to talk about gambling with the casino's money? We are firmly in that territory now. If we could hit back-to-back 11s here, that would be incredible. And one of those things like, oh, I couldn't do that again if I tried. All right. Got 8 on that one. That was a weird roll. Just kind of like slid across the board. All right, so we're kind of starting from square one, but we're already way up. So we'll go ahead and take the odds. And we just have to place the 6 and the 5 and the field. And since we're so far up, let's go ahead and take some hard ways just for fun. We'll see what happens. If we lose them, we lose them. It's not a big deal. We're gambling with the casino's money. Remember that. That's the most important bit. Nina, Nina. Love to see ya. All right. Pays out the field. And we'll use that payout to place the 9. So potentially one more throw to where we don't need the field anymore. This guy's trolling. All right, that gives us enough to place the 10. We can move the 4. And looks like we are good to go. We're going to skip that 3-point molly because we got all these hard way bets out here. So we'll see how that goes before we ratchet up in any other way. Come on, hard way. 11. And we just dropped the field, so that's unfortunate. No payout for us on that roll. But we didn't lose anything. So you can consider that a push. We live to roll another time. All right, come on, hard way. Come on, hard way. Let's see a hard 8 on this one. Hard 8, like that John C. Reilly movie. 3. Damn. That doesn't help. Helps that guy. The guy who was talking smack. He's calling for big red. Now he's hitting all his freaking prop bets. Yeah, he changed his tune real quick, didn't he? Come on, hard way. All right, Nina. We'll take a Nina. Nina from Pasadena. Okay, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. So let's see, that covers 1, 2. Not quite betting with the casino's money yet, mostly because we have all these hard ways out here, but one hit on that. I mean, technically we are because we won that 11 earlier, so we are gambling with the casino's money because we're up in general, but for this hand, we have not covered yet. Hard way, come on. Hitting everything but a hard way. So if you don't know, a hard way is when you get 2 3s that equal a 6, or 2 4s of the dice match. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. Yeah, this game can seem very intimidating because of all the complicated looking bets and all the squares on the board, but when you get right down to it, it's a pretty simple game. The hardest part is just remembering the payouts. And there's big red. All right, so that was kind of a middling hand. We're going to lose all our hard ways, but hey, that's why it's called gambling, folks. The house always has the edge. Never forget that. You can reduce variability, you can hedge your bets, you can do everything you can to try and beat the house, but the house always wins in the end. All right, we're going to go ahead and dip out of this table. And see if we got any more winnings to collect over here from the challenges. Yep, we got some stuff here. Okay, season pass stuff. Yep, we'll collect there. Good. And let's open some of these albums, because you can get chips from these. We'll just open all packs. Some AI slop, but who cares? It's just a stupid gambling game. Okay, so not bad. We started with 15K, and we're up a little over 100K for the day, and that's mostly from collecting rewards from doing the challenges. But as we get up there into the higher and higher minimums, then some of those rewards will not be as beneficial. Right now, because we're early, we just started this account, and we started at the lowest possible point. That's not bad. It's not bad. I'll take that for progress for the day. Oh, we got some lottery tickets. Let's go ahead and scratch those. Oh, 22K, not bad. 46K, we'll take it. All right. So now we are at a balance of 230. 230, 262. Pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like my biggest win so far was 34K. That's from hitting that Yo 11, folks. That's the power of that bet. That's why I do it. That's why I don't mind losing it most of the time, because when it does hit, it hits pretty big. But anyway, that'll do it for today. That's a quick little craps crash course. Just a very simple strategy. You don't have to do the prop bets if you don't want. You don't have to do the 3-point molly. You can just keep it bare minimum and just grind it out. Just grind it out, folks. You can play more exciting stuff, but as you increase the excitement, so too do you increase your risk. So sometimes the slow, boring strategies, the more conservative plays, are the ones that win out in the long run. But every throw is going to be different. Every day is going to be different. Every table is going to be different. You know, every stick man's going to be different. It's the variability is part of what makes this game so fun. Anyway, that'll do it. You guys have a good one. Gamble responsibly. Good night.